And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
Here's Bottcher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Back to throw, Newton. And Cook has it, left side. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And Newton's going to keep it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key 3rd down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball. Let him pick it up.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, what a juke into space. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. T.Y. Hilton with officially a 103-yard return. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you 6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result. And they'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone. Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say. Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger dumps it off to Gurley. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
They're running with Gurley. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Newton on 1st down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing again is Newton. On the screen, this is Coleman. And down he'll go at the 25. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Looking deep for Hilton. The swing pass caught. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Uses the spin. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Here we go.
Roethlisberger will throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Ginn. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 38 yards. And the Bills are in for 6. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
And I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day?
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be a Los Angeles first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 46 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd? And they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. He's got Evans. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Fresh set of downs here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Second down following the run. Throwing here, Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play, because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the 1st. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Shift together here from the D-line. He's back to throw. He's got it to Hilton. And he is knocked down from the side at the 5-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there, and he's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will tie things at 17 all. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Gets around him. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. They get the penalty yardage back, plus 5 more as they get it to 2nd and 5.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
And the play clock's running down on 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Play clock winding down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give them another shot on third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. Left with just 1 remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest coming. He made his first. This from 47 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say...